We're both young parents who've been working on a film for other young people about the realities and trials and hardships of being a young parent.
After lots of consultation with other young parents, we found that many of them had similar experiences suffering in education, finance, employment, housing, childcare, and that their social lives have fallen apart.
The film we made reflects this. It's nice to have a child, watching them grow up in their smiles and naughtiness. However, there is a harsh reality and it's not always so easy.
This project has given us the opportunity to socialise with others, got us out doing something different and productive, so we all hope this message is strong and that you really enjoy it. Thank you.
And that's how you change a baby.
Clever boy. He's a clever boy. He's a clever boy.
I'm Diana and I'm 19 and my baby's name's Lakai. She's 6 months.
Hi, my name's Kirsty. I'm 18 and my daughter's name's Tia Louise and she's 1. I was 15 when I had my first child and I was 17 when I had my second.
My name is Sean Malcolm. I'm 23 now. I became a dad at 20 and I left school when I was 15. Yay!
I was 18 when I got pregnant. I found out because I just went to the clinic for like a normal checkup, and then when they told me I was pregnant I was so shocked.
When I found out I was pregnant, I didn't really have like all the options because I was so far gone. So the only options I had was like adoption or keeping the baby. So I decided to keep the baby.
When I was younger, my father used to say to me, always use a condom.
The moment that I actually felt pregnant was when I started getting my contractions and felt the pain. That's when I knew that I was actually pregnant and I was actually going to have a baby.
The waters never actually broke. She had to go to the hospital because she was overdue.
The day I went into labour, I was in West End shopping, and yeah, that night the pain started getting really bad.
She was just in so much pain, and she was saying I could feel it come in, and so I gave my partner a bath at the time where she was 2 centimetres dilated. It was amazing when she come out and made me cry.
Then after I gave birth I was still the same. I didn't feel like I just had a baby. It was just normal.
Housing is like a really big issue because as like I was only 15 with like when I was pregnant with my first kid, I was too young to be in accommodation.
I think it would have been easier if I had been like settled in a place before I even gave birth. Instead, I was getting moved from place to place. I got moved to like 4 places before I even had somewhere that I could go to.
It took about 13 months to get a council flat through the council when we during the pregnancy and having the birth.
Straight after my baby was born, I was put into a local hostel, and it was just like a room with a bed and then there's like a little sink, and it was so disgusting. And the room they gave me, the heater was broken and it was so hot and stuffy. I couldn't even stay there.
I'm currently living in my mum's house, and Yeah, I will not like be able to get a council property like for my mum's house.
I think not having an accommodation and have to keep on moving makes my life unstable. So everywhere I go, I know I'm not going to be here for long and I can't settle down. We haven't settled down in this house because we don't know how long we're going to be here.
If I could turn back the clock, I probably would have finished school. That's what I would have done.
My course finished like 2 weeks before I was due to have my baby. By the time I sorted out my housing, my college was over. If I had stayed at school and completed my education, my future for me would have been brighter. For my kids, I'd be able to have provided for them.
My name's Kyla. No.
Getting there. The best thing for me and my daughter right now would be for me to have a full-time job, for me to be working every day and not just sitting at home trying to look for jobs. It's hard to find the job out there. I need more support. I can't support her as a dad. I can't buy her things, so then I could say like, yeah, I got that for my daughter. It's just hard. It's just like, it doesn't feel good for me not having any money to be like, oh, let's get her, buy her some nappies when she needs it. Having a child makes you realise who's your friend and who you really can have as your friend if you're going to be a dad.
Take a long, hard think before you have children, because you never know, once you have that child, your whole life could change without you even knowing it.
If I knew what I was getting myself into, I would have thought twice because I'm still young and I've got friends. Most of my friends don't have kids, and when they go out, they ask, are you coming out? Not thinking that I have to ask someone to look after her.
When you have a child, at first when you meet someone, they're your number one. That's your number one person. Like say for instance your boyfriend, he's your number one. But as soon as you have a child, he goes straight to number two because your baby's your number one. There's nothing wrong with being a young parent, but if you are 100% sure that you can take the responsibility of having a child and taking care of it, then my advice is have a child if you're comfortable with it.
For other young girls or young parents, I would say that they should think about what they're doing before they do it because it's hard.
It's like there's no going back. That's your new life from that day you had your baby.
The message of our film is we all love our children, but it's hard work.